Welcome to day 2 of the Self-Love Challenge. Today is all about mirror work. And if you're familiar with Louise Hay, you may be familiar with looking in the mirror and really talking to yourself in a loving, kind way and the power that has. So for this exercise, you'll need to look at yourself in the mirror, really look at yourself and say the following: I love you. I love you. I love you. To your own reflection. And you may feel silly doing this at first, and it may feel uncomfortable the first few times you do it. You may want to giggle, you may not know which eye to look at. Just pick an eye, gaze upon it lovingly, and say, I love you. And feel it and mean it. And when you bring this love into yourself, allow it to cultivate. Allow those doubts, those voices, yeah, right, you don't really love yourself, whatever it comes up for you, just allow it to be. And continue to say, I love you. Eventually this message, this voice will outspeak, will outshine any of those negative messages. So a lot of us have been taught to not look in the mirror deeply, not really look at ourselves in a loving, kind way. We've been taught to look in the mirror and find the flaws. My hair looks bad. My lips are cracked. My eyes are squinty. Whatever it happens to be. People look and find flaws. And that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to cultivate the love so that you can see yourself in that loving, respectful way, the way that others see you. Quite often, you don't see yourself the way others see you. You're always seeing yourself through reflections, through photographs, through ways that can get really kind of pulled apart and gazed upon in a way that is not as loving and kind. So look at yourself, say I love you, and mean it. And as you continue this practice, you'll notice that you will no longer need other people's validation. You'll no longer need external resources and sources to validate who you are and what you're about, and knowing that you're good and kind and lovable because you love you. And that's what I want for you. So all you have to do is see it and believe it. And this practice of gazing at yourself and saying, I love you. I love you, Terry. I love your eyes. I love your hair. I love your skin. I love your teeth. I love the braces that are working on your teeth. And mean it. Don't just say the words. Find the attributes, whether you love them or not to begin with. We're not saying that maybe you don't feel great about them. Maybe those were on your list yesterday. But find them. So too many times you look and you let other people tell you what's worthy, what's pretty, what's attractive and lovable. But that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build and cultivate that self-love so that you no longer need the external sources. So give this practice a try. Gaze lovingly into the mirror and say, I love you. And eventually it'll shift from, yeah, right, I don't think so, to, yeah, I do. And you'll feel it and you'll be able to know it. And you'll show up differently. So you'll no longer care about other people's opinions. It'll increase your self-esteem. And you'll become happy and attractive, confident. Other people want what you have, which is self-love. Let me know how it goes. Till next time, do be gentle with yourself.